Welcome to Shri Vidya Academy for Special Education, Learning Made Easy. Let P is equal to set of all x such that sin x minus cos x is equal to root 2 cos x, and Q is set of all x such that sin x plus cos x is equal to root 2 sin x. Then P is subset of Q and Q minus P is empty. This is option A. Option B is Q is not a subset of P, and option C is P is not a subset of Q, and option D is set P is equal to set Q. So let us look at the solution of this question. Let us take an element in P, that is x belong to P. If x is in P means x satisfies the equation sin x minus cos x is equal to root 2 cos x, because P is the collection of x which satisfies sin x minus cos x is equal to root 2 cos x. So that means x belong to P means sin x minus cos x is equal to root 2 cos x. Let us square this equation on both sides. We get sin square x plus cos square x minus 2 sin x cos x is equal to 2 cos square x. That is, we are applying a minus b whole square formula here. We get sin square x a square plus b square minus 2ab. Root 2 square is 2 and cos x square is cos square x. Now we will solve for sin square x here. I will keep sin square x here as it is, and let me take this cos square x to right hand side, also minus 2 sin x cos x to right hand side. So we get minus cos square x here plus 2 sin x cos x plus 2 cos square x here. Next, 2 cos square x minus cos square x is cos square x. So we get cos square x here. 2 cos square x minus cos square x is cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x, which is equal to sin square x. To complete the square on the left hand side, let me add sin square x on both sides. Therefore, we get cos square x as it is here plus 2 sin x cos x plus sin square x here, and on the right hand side also plus sin square x. Right hand side becomes 2 sin square x, and in the left hand side we get sin x plus cos x whole square. Therefore, sin x plus cos x whole square is equal to 2 sin square x. Taking square root on both sides, we get sin x plus cos x is equal to root 2 sin x. We can observe that if sin x plus cos x is equal to root 2 sin x, then x must belong to set Q. We have taken an element in P and we have seen that x is satisfying this equation sin x plus cos x is equal to root 2 sin x. That means x belong to Q. So we have taken an element of P and we have seen that element belongs to Q, which implies that P is subset of Q. Next, let us take an element of Q. If x is an element of Q, then x satisfies this equation, that is sin x plus cos x is equal to root 2 sin x. Sin x plus cos x is equal to root 2 sin x. Now we will square this equation on both sides. Therefore we get sin square x plus cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x is equal to 2 sin square x. We are applying a plus b whole square here, and root 2 sin x is root 2 square is 2, and sin x whole square is sin square x here. Next, 2 sin square x is here. Let us take this sin square x to right hand side, so we get minus sin square x, and plus 2 sin x cos x to right hand side, so we get minus 2 sin x cos x, and cos square x as it is here, which is equal to cos square x. So now 2 sin square minus sin square, that is 2 sin square x minus sin square x is sin square x minus 2 sin x cos x, which is equal to cos square x. 2 sin square x minus sin square x is sin square x here, minus 2 sin x cos x is equal to cos square x. So again, to complete the square in the left hand side, let me add cos square x on both sides. So now sin square x minus 2 sin x cos x plus cos square x, here we are adding plus cos square x, and on the right hand side I have to add cos square x again. Therefore this left hand side is nothing but sin x minus cos x whole square, and right hand side is 2 cos square x. Therefore sin x minus cos x whole square x is equal to 2 cos square x, which implies that sin x minus cos x is root 2 cos x. We are taking square root on both sides. Therefore we have sin x minus cos x is root 2 cos x. So we have taken an element in Q, and we have seen that x is satisfying this equation sin x minus cos x is equal to root 2 cos x. So we know that if x satisfies this equation, then x belongs to P. Hence x belongs to P. That implies that Q is subset of P again. We have taken an element in Q and we have seen that it belongs to P, which implies that Q is subset of P. So first we have shown that P is subset of Q, and next we have shown that Q is subset of P, which implies that P is equal to Q. Therefore option D is the right answer. Thank you.